to Ife's Village Podcast, your podcast for all things Black mental health and wellness, your safe space where fellowship and healing begins. That was what, the third take for that? Okay, greetings Diaspora. I hope everyone is doing well. This is the first podcast back after my reboot because life was life and I needed to take a moment to get things back in order. I am your host, Empress Ife. This is my co-host for this show, my husband, my other half, better half.
Greetings.
Give me your name, baby.
Oh, Malik Star.
This is Malik Star. We are here today to, our initial podcast is going to talk about self-care in relationships. However, so we're going to focus on mental health, I guess still self-care, but mental health within your relationship and what that looks like for you and how you and your partner share in those dynamics and how you are able to flow through that or not flow through that, what that looks like for you, how you share things with your partner, if you share things, if you don't share things, and talk about the significance of doing that when you're in a relationship. Me and my husband have been together for 29 years. We've been married for how many years, babe?
Since 2010.
We've been married since 2010. So yeah, that part, that's how it is, when you
got around each other since 95.
Yes.
I'm a year man. I don't do the counting, but I know the years.
Let me say, you said 2010?
Yeah.
So that's what, 14 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 14 years. So we've been together for a long time. We have been through a lot of dynamics. We are still, in a space. Every season, it's a different change every season for each of us as individuals and as a couple. And, sometimes those things mesh. Sometimes they don't mesh. Sometimes there needs to be a serious conversation so that we can meet each other where we need to be. Sometimes those conversations get heated. Sometimes they're very compassionate. It just depends. But y'all know, those of you who've been in relationships, you understand, especially long-standing relationships, the dynamic shifts over the years because we don't stop growing, we don't stop changing. Our life experiences are going to put us in a place where we have to change, where we have to adjust in order to survive, and so in order to, and if you really want to have a good quality of life, you have to address those things so that each of you are, not feeling on the outs and you can continue to grow your relationship. So with that being said, so you ready to dive into the question?
I'm ready.
Okay, do you have anything you want to say?
No, let's go.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
So the first set of questions we want to ask is based on understanding each other's mental health backgrounds. A lot of people get into relationships and have no idea of what that looks like because they don't have that conversation. Nobody either told them that they need to have that conversation when explaining to them how relationships work, or they just never had that example. They don't know what to do. So the first question is, babe, you want to read that?
This first question. What experiences have shaped your understanding of mental health? What experiences have shaped your understanding of mental health?
That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. You want to answer first?
No, you answer first.
Okay. So, it's a lot because I've been here for 40 plus years. So, but I would say, I want to say motherhood more than anything has really shaped my understanding of mental health and the importance of addressing your mental health and focusing on your mental health, trying to figure out the things that work for you so that you can intertwine those things, have those things within your relationships. It helps you communicate better and things of that nature. So I would say motherhood is probably the thing that has shaped it the most. And then secondly, it would have to be just being in a long-term relationship, because that can take a toll on your mental health sometimes. when your partner is going through changes, you don't understand the changes that your partner is going through. And sometimes your partner doesn't know how to express that. You know what I mean? So I think that has probably shaped my understanding. And then lastly, but not least, I did go to school for psychology, just graduated last year with a bachelor's in psychology. Thank you, love. So, you know, just having that knowledge poured into my personal experiences as well, being able to give things a name, being able to, you know, understand why my brain works the way that it works, that has definitely, you know, shaped my experiences, or, you know, it shaped my mental health based on my experiences. So yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, more recently for me, my job, your job can definitely tell you, you know, what's going on in your mental. So I've recently been stressed out by a job I've been comfortable in about 11 years now. And just a creature of habit, and whatever my conditions are on the spectrum, it sent me for a loop just recently, very recently. So
very recently.
I had to take a mental health week off, not a day. Took the whole week off, just to get my chi back, get myself back in Zen. So, yeah. You do the next question.
Okay.
I'll answer it first.
Good job, man. Good job. Okay, so the next question would be, wait, I just wanted to talk on that job part.
Okay.
Because that shit is rough. Like, you know, when, especially when you pour a lot into your job and they're not, it's not even necessary, because you're not looking for validation, right? But you do want them to take into account the time and the efforts that you put into your job. You know, and then when things start shifting and you still, you know, these employers, they don't really think about the mental health of their employees. A lot of times they're doing what's going to keep generating income for the company. And a lot of times most times that's at the expense of the employee. You know, and they don't think about the fact that we have lives outside of there, and you're adding to the stress, you know what I'm saying, in our lives, when I gotta come to work and deal with some BS, and I already have, you know, this big plate that I'm trying to, you know, take care of outside of work. So they don't consider that. They don't consider you can have a bad day. They don't consider that you can have shit going on in your household that you might not have a smile on your face that day, but they don't care. They'll still come throw a whole bunch of shit on you. And a lot of these jobs say that they, you know, they want to focus on the diversity and inclusion. They want to talk about the fact that they have services for mental health, but they don't really push it. You know what I mean? They don't really push it. They don't.
It just makes them look good when
right,
they say that.
Right.
'Cause that's all they talk about is your well-being and your mental health. But then when you want to take a mental health break,
they like,
no.
We need you here.
Yeah.
You know, you hindering the company by not being at work today. But guess what, sir, ma'am? I'm taking this day. Yeah. I'm taking this week. Because I'm not feeling what you putting down right now.
We don't deal good with contradicting.
No,
we keep it real regardless.
Not at all. Not at all. I just wanted to say that little extra stuff, because these jobs be tripping, and y'all know they be tripping. They be on something totally different. Absolutely. But okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next question. The next question is, how do you define mental health, and why is it important to you?
How do I define mental health? Well, the Evolve Me defines it as very, very important, first of all. It's the first thing that guides the body. If your mental health is not there, then your physical is going to break down, for sure. And that's also why it's so important, because the mental comes first. If your mental is not healthy, you can get your physical in shape. You have more time with that. But the mental, if that's damaged in any way, you need to apply your coping skills. You need to get in your war room. Whatever you do, you got to get your mental back.
My war room, the bathroom.
Yes. Yes. But that's it, though. You have to get your mental health. It's very important, and you have to get that straight first in order You know, your mind is the call, and your body is that shadow. I said it in the lyric before.
Absolutely.
You know, your mind is the call. That's the shot caller. But your body is that shadow. So if your mind's not right, everything else is not going to fall into place.
That is so true. I agree. I can't say, you know, I agree with him 100% because, like, we've experienced it. You know what I mean? We still experience it.
Yep.
When that stress take hold, when that mind ain't right, when you triggered by something, your body immediately goes into protection mode. Or, and not just even that, not just protection mode, but well, I guess it does, because what it's doing is it's sending signals through your body telling you that something is not right. You know, you get into that fright or flight mode. It's just your body's like, okay, I'm telling you, like, ding, 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 you need to get this right because your body about to shut down in about 5.2 seconds. And so I definitely agree with that. If you do not take care of your mental health, a lot of these health problems that we are going to these doctors for pills and shit for, and, you know, all this other stuff that we're paying for, it's literally a reflection of what is going on internally in your mind. You are having somatic symptoms, which means that your body is experiencing physical symptoms based on your thought process. So, you know, if you don't take the time to address those things, no matter how many times you go to the doctor, their first inclination is not to ask you, is anything going on at home? Is anything going on at work? Are you under any type of stress? Their first inclination is to write you a script, because that is where their money comes in.
And let me shout out Teresa, our sister here, one of our first friends here in Georgia. She lost her husband, one of my best friends, due to this same thing we're talking about right now with the medication. And Gene was my brother from another mother. And he was darker than me. He used to show everybody, put your arm up there. But this guy ended up killing himself a few years ago. And I believe it was the he drink alcohol. We all get into a little wine or liquor sometime, but I think it was the side effects of the medication. To go with what she was saying about those immediate prescriptions. There's so many side effects to them. I think that's what affected my brother and caused him to have his dog in his lap and just shoot himself one day.
Right.
And, you know.
Yeah.
So condolences to that family.
Condolences. We love you, Teresa.
All my
always.
nephews over there.
And the family, all the children.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know, that's their first inclination. I can't tell you how many times I have gone to the doctor and I'm literally telling them, you know, I got A, B, and C going on. I think this is stress. And the first thing that they want to do is diagnose me, not ask me, you know, what are you doing to help release the stress in your body? None of that. It's just, well, let me, you know, up your medication or give you some, And they can give it to me all they want. It does not mean I'm going to take it, because I understand that medicine it does not cure anything. It really doesn't. It suppresses the symptoms. That's all it does. And I'm sure you all are aware of that as well. I see a lot more people now, you know, venturing into the holistic side of things, tapping into their spirituality, you know, tapping back into your culture. And, well, our culture can be dangerous too, but
the ancient ways.
Right. You know, tapping into those things to help have a better understanding of what is going on with you, why you're having the thoughts you're having, and things of that nature. But I agree with my husband. I define mental health in the same way. Like, you have to take care of your mind in order for your body, your emotions, all of those things to work in harmony. You know what I mean? So
mind is the motion in your body of the shadow.
It is. It really, really is. And you know, so I do define. I mean, there's a lot of other definitions I can throw in there. You know, your textbook definitions. But for me, it just comes down to that, understanding why my mind is processing the stimulus or the information that I'm receiving. If I can take a beat to understand, to overstand that, then I know that I can work through whatever is going on in that moment. It might take me a week, might take me a month, but I'm going to keep processing to make sense of it so that I know how to move forward. But yeah, love to hear how you all define mental health. If you want to leave that in the comments, I want to drop in real quick and say, please, please, please subscribe to the Ife's Village podcast channel on YouTube. I'm trying to get up to 50 subscribers so that we can go live with some of these podcasts and talk to you guys one-on-one. And
it's fellowship.
Right. We want a fellowship. We want to do that in real time. So please go over to, you can type in at Empress Ife's Village, all lowercase. That's EMPRESSIFES Village. And you'll pull up my page. Of course, you can check the link in my bio. My link tree has all of my social media platforms on there. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and please make sure you comment on this podcast. Please make sure you like and you share, so that we can just build up our village. We want to create a village because mental health is not a game in our community, in the diaspora at all. Like we've gone through some things, and we need as many safe platforms as possible to be able to discuss those things and to process them and to get some feedback. So do that for us, please.
Because in the 80s, all we knew was take it to Jesus. That's all grandma said. Take it to Jesus.
All on your knees and pray.